Saint Rose Venerini, the woman who taught with love. Long ago, in the beautiful land of Italy, there was a little girl named Rose Venerini. She was born on February 9, 1656, in the town of Viterbo, to a good and respected family. Her father was a doctor, and her mother was a kind woman who loved her children dearly. From the time Rose was a small girl, her heart was full of love for Jesus. She was intelligent, joyful, and always eager to help others. People around her said she was wise beyond her years, but what made her special wasn't just her mind, it was her faith. At the age of 7, something beautiful happened. Rose made a quiet promise to God in her heart. She would one day become a saint. No one heard her say it, but God did. A dream and a heartbreak. As Rose grew up, she thought about becoming a nun. She wanted to give her whole life to God, but then something unexpected happened. Her beloved father passed away, and soon after, her brother and mother also died. Rose was heartbroken. She returned home to care for her family and gave up her dreams for a while. But even in her sadness, she didn't forget God. She kept praying, kept loving, and kept wondering, what does God want from me now? Listening to God's call. One day, as Rose walked through the streets of her town, she noticed something that broke her heart again, not in sorrow, but in love. She saw many young girls and women who could not read or write. Some were poor, some were forgotten, and most had never learned about God or the beauty of the Catholic faith. Rose thought to herself, how can they love God if no one teaches them? That's when she felt it deep in her soul. God was calling her to teach. The first school for girls. So Rose began something new. Not in a big building, not with lots of money, but with a few girls in a small room. She taught them to read, to write, and to love God. She taught them how to pray, how to live with kindness, and how to walk in faith. At that time, it was rare for girls to be taught anything outside the home. Some people laughed at her, and even priests questioned her work. But Rose didn't stop. She believed every girl had a soul that deserved to shine, with knowledge and God's light. Soon the little classroom grew and grew. People began to see the change in the girls, how they behaved better, prayed deeper, and helped their families. Rose was showing the world that teaching girls could transform society. A mission that spread across Italy. With God's help and the support of some wise priests and even bishops, Rose started more schools. She trained other women to become teachers too. Her work spread to many towns in Italy, especially where education was poor. But she never let her success make her proud. She stayed humble and prayerful. She told her teachers, teach for love. Speak to the heart. Pray before you teach and let your life be